America, I've got issues, and you're about to hear it. Get this. 3 weeks after Katrina, Congress tried to pass legislation called Hurricane Katrina Accountability and Clean Contracting Act. Well, the following day, it was rejected, followed by a promise from our president saying, we'll make sure your money's spent wisely, and we're going to make sure that your money is spent honestly. A spokesman for the White House Office of Management and Budget similarly asserted, we feel that we've got the controls into place to prevent abuse and fraud. Not. The Katrina report released August 24th. It can be found at the following web address. But right now, I'd like to address a couple of the many issues that I have with this report. FEMA and the Army Corps of Engineers were the agencies responsible for the recovery effort. The report points out gross misconduct and failure on every level of the operation. Let's look at the mismanagement first. The reliance on non-competitive contracts and the subcontractors is absurd. It only added extra expenses to the project. There's the Corps' Blue Roof program, where tarps were to be placed on roofs of wind-damaged homes. According to the report, the contracts were 1,700% higher than the actual cost. Another of the accounts shows that taxpayers were out $2,500 per roof for a job that should have cost under $300. FEMA also didn't even have a quarter of the acquisition agents that were recommended to handling the task of avoiding so much overspending. Sounds like we need to put a tarp on FEMA's spending before we put one on anyone else's roof. Now, regarding the debris removal, trucks were not completely emptied. Double billing occurred for the same debris. Excessive mileage was recorded. There was also ineligible debris loads, mixing of the debris loads, and overpayments for only partial loads. But this again sounds like my garbage service. The technical assistance contracts, this was another area that saw grossly exaggerated costs. 4 companies specifically saw contracts explode to $3.4 billion. Audits have uncovered cases where the contractors purchased travel trailers just off the lot without negotiating a price or the specifications. This costing $915 million. I don't know about you, but the last time I checked, you could actually build houses for what they paid on trailers. Not even a quarter of these units purchased were even used, and none were used in the worst hit areas because of FEMA's own regulation prohibiting the use of them in a floodplain. And FEMA, next time remember this. Living in Tornado Alley, where you've parked 11,000 of these trailers, it's like an Arkansas divorce. Someone's losing a trailer. Carnival Cruise Lines, they were hired to house the refugees, or some of them anyway, and they received the allotted amount for full capacity for the full duration. I got no problem with this, but they also collected what they would have made on liquor, casinos, and the onshore excursions. What? No hookers? Plus, any extra expenses the arrangement presented. Oh, so that's what they're calling hookers. Also, they did not discount for not having to navigate anywhere or provide entertainment. Sounds like someone owes Joe taxpayer a free cruise. The contract for portable classrooms, this wasted taxpayer money by paying nearly double what local area businesses said they would have bid on the contract. Portable classrooms? Again, what's up with the trailers, FEMA? Base camps for emergency workers were contracted out, but funding ceased when $4.9 million was found on the bill, but the work had been performed before the date of the contract. $3 million of it was billed due to math errors. I think FEMA needs to use those portable classrooms for their own accounting department. Over 1,200 contracts worth almost $9 billion were signed on a limited or no competition basis, falling victim to abuse, fraud, and waste. And on top of all that, as recently as early August of this year, the government issued new contracts for $250 million to the same companies. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be doing a better job this time. Taxpayers, the government loves spending your money. That's right, your money. And it's time you get to know your elected officials on a first-name basis. And by this, I mean they need to know your first name. So get yourself registered and let's get out there and vote these bastards out.